Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we are going to work on Groot, or should I say Baby Groot, or Little Groot. I'm not sure. But anyways. Yeah, so let's just jump right into it. That sounds really weird from in here. Okay, so I'm going to start off by drawing out Baby Groot's face. This is taken from a screenshot that I took from the internet. And I'm going to draw his mouth and his eyes. And basically this can be like a cutout mask, but it's going to be wrapped around your face with this foam. Now, I didn't have enough foam for it to wrap around my head, but that's okay. I'm going to add some more material to the back. But first, I'm going to cut off all the eyes and the mouth so I can make sure that it's in the right spot. So far, everything looked like it's in the right place. I can see out both eyes. And now I'm going to go and cut out my little patterns on top, which I'm pretty random with it. But of course, you know, I kind of want to stick to the reference picture, but I'm not trying to aim for perfect either. Now I'm flipping this side over so that the patterns will line up with each other when I wrap it around the back of the head. And now I got this thing that's starting to look like Groot's head. Doesn't quite wrap around the back of the head, but that's okay. I'm about to add some material. I just need to determine how much material I need to add on. Yeah, everything looks kind of rough right now, but that's okay because we are getting where we want to get. And we're just cutting out all the axis pieces. I'm going to take my Dremel tool and sand around the eyes and the mouth and probably hit some of the top areas too. I haven't done anything to the bottom yet because I'm going to do some more trimming. I'm drawing some lines around the eyes, and then I'm going to take my wood burner and I'm going to burn into it halfway through, not all the way. And then once I'm done burning that, then I'm going to take some sandpaper and then I'm going to sand it down because I want the glue to absorb into the foam. Because when you just burn it, you cauterize it too. So yeah, you want to make sure that your glue will absorb into the material, and then you apply your glue. And while I'm waiting for that glue to set, I'm going to go ahead and attach the back half of my head. And then I'm going to trim out the excess material. By the time I'm done with that, the glue around the mouth and the eyes are set and ready to be pushed into each other. So you'll get something that looks like this, which looks kind of nifty if you ask me. And now I'm going to take some more scrap material and I'm going to do my chin area. I'm going to line it up and mark my pieces out, and then I'm going to cut it. And once my chin piece is cut out, it's going to look something like this. Then I'm going to apply my glue to both the chin piece and the chin piece of the head. Well, you know what I'm saying. And then once all that is set, I can glue it all together. Now, I didn't cut anything in an angle. I just went ahead and cut it straight. That way when I glue it together, the top half and the bottom half will form together, and you'll have something that looks like this. Now that I got the bottom half somewhat done, I'm going to need to put some type of support on the top of the head. That way it doesn't slip down, you know. So I cut out this piece of cross member foam thingy and I glued it across like that. That'll keep it from slipping down. Now I'm going to draw out all my little details around the eyes and the mouth. I even drew out some grains that's going to go down across the face and some details on top of the head. Then I'm going to take my wood burner and I'm going to etch in all the deeper, I guess, burns. And then once I get all that done, then I'm going to slightly do all these squiggly, not squiggly, but wavy lines here that kind of imitates the wood grain. Then I'm going to go back and add a little more details around the eyes. Since Groot doesn't have any eyelash, I'm going to put some eyelash on him. It's more like, I don't even know what to call that. And then I ran around the back of the head and cut some slits into it. And then I glued it together just like that so it can actually curve down into the back of the neck. Then I'm going to take some strips of 2mm craft foam and I'm going to glue it on the inside. This will prevent all those glued area from splitting apart. Here is my fabric. It stretches one way, so I can glue this onto the back of the head like that. This will cover the back of my neck, or the upper part of my neck. I chose to go with a light neutral color so that way when I paint the helmet I can actually paint that fabric too. And now let's cover the top part of the head. I'm using some flannel brown material and I'm using some hot glue to attach that together. And you should have this thing that looks like a, I don't know what that looks like, but it should look like that. So far so groovy, and I'm digging what I'm cooking. I'm gonna lay down a couple coat of Mosh Podge and get this guy ready to paint. I'm gonna take my airbrush and start off with a couple coat of light brown. When I airbrush, I usually go several thin coats. That way things will dry a whole lot quicker. And then eventually, after several coats, I was able to conceal all the gray that was underneath. And once I was done with my base coat, it's time to go in there and add some shading. I basically add some brown and maybe some maroon in there so I can give it a little bit of contrast. I took my airbrush and I lightly followed the grain that I burnt with the wood burner. And then I went back and then I added brown through the overall of the mask. And once the paint was dry, it was starting to look pretty cool. I took some lens from this cheap pair of sunglasses and I'm going to apply some hot glue and I'm gonna glue it from the inside, and then I'm gonna run a bead of hot glue around the edges to hold it in just right. I got me some black fabric which I hot glued to the mouth. This will conceal the mouth area and allow me to breathe as well. I got some clump foliage which you use for miniature models. I'm just gonna use some hot glue and then just dab the leafy thingies on top of the head, something like that. You probably already noticed I took some darker color and I airbrushed onto the branches to give it some more detail. So far, yeah. I don't know about y'all, but the top of his head is looking like a little wargaming table. Kind of want to break out my miniatures and start playing some Warhammer. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys dig my little baby Groot helmet. I thought it came out really cool. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. And yeah, definitely make yourself a baby Groot. What is it? Groot. I don't know. Is it new Groot? Call whatever you want, I don't care. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more awesome, cool tutorials. I got a bunch of cool stuff coming. And I also started working on Justice League Batman and Deathstroke. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, I guess that's it for today. I'll see you guys later.